If you're a business owner right now, you're probably so overwhelmed. This is very natural, very practical right now. This is to do, it's the thing to do, if you will. It's getting overwhelmed, so many things going on. As I speak with my clients, I find that they're doing more and working harder and putting in more hours than even when they were at the office, because there's so much going on. Now they got employees doing home office, they got customers that are worried with things that that have to happen. So there's a lot going on, and then we tend to do this overwhelmed. And I say do is because overwhelm doesn't come from outside, it comes from within. We get overwhelmed because of the way we're perceiving things, the way we're reacting to them, the way that we're handling them causes this overwhelm. And what I wanted to do is give you some strategies to get out of overwhelm and get into overdrive. Start working easier, faster, and that way you can manage yourself in a more positive way, so that at the end of the day, your energy is not on the floor. Doing overwhelm drains our energy. It just kills us, and we want to stop that. So the first thing to do is take time for you. And what I'm talking about here is the sessions that you could have in the morning. What is these, I forget the word, patterns or the routines is what I'm thinking about. What does your morning routine look like? What does the morning routine look like that's gonna give you peace of mind? You know, is your morning routine look like picking up the phone first thing in the morning and then getting into the news and getting into the social media and finding out what's going on and what's next? And by the time you get to the shower, you are already overwhelmed. You're already in panic, you're already in fear, all that, because that's what the news cause is and challenges us with so much. So if you're doing that, break that routine and start a brand new routine of relaxing, meditating, praying, connecting with God, doing the things that you need to do so you can be stronger during the day, so you can handle whatever comes during the day, because you're focused now and you have given yourself the time that you need in order to get into that mode. So make sure that your mindset is very healthy very early in the morning, so the rest of the day you can actually go through. Then in the middle of the day, take breaks. Take the breaks that are needed in order to reconnect, in order to come back to yourself, come back to you, come back to, once again, stabilizing, getting back to that peace point where we want to be, have that mindset of that's positive, that's outgoing, that doesn't have those limiting beliefs that you have captured in the first part of the day, so that you can move stronger through the rest of the day. So it's very important for you to take time for yourself, doing routines and taking breaks on a regular basis. Okay, number 2, disconnect from bad news. You know, whether you do it in the morning, first thing in the morning, or you're doing during the day, disconnect from it. Make sure you consciously disconnect. Pick one place where you get news from, check it once a day, and that's it. Stay away from the bad news. Sometimes we don't know why we're feeling overwhelmed, why are we feeling anxious, and it's because of all the information that it's out there that's created in a today. News are not given as news, they're given as drama, and I'm not saying that it's less than or anything. We are going through a pandemic, we are going through a crisis, all that's true. Make sure you don't overwhelm yourself with the news, because it's useless unless you're going to do something with that news. I would say 90% of the news that we get, it's useless. We have no use for it. It's just nothing more than to worry more, to be more anxious. So pick one place where you're going to get your news and then forget about everything else. Disconnect from bad news. Start looking into good news. Find motivational videos. Find places where you can connect to with other people that are motivating you and helping you move forward, instead of just overwhelming you with everything that's going on. Thirdly, remove negative emotions. Right now, our emotions are all over the place. That's normal, but it's not necessary. There's a technique that I can work with you and help you with, where you let go of your emotion, you release them instead of suppressing them and start or try to work through them. You know, there's nothing worse than trying to run a business while you're anxious and you have all these negative emotions, and you have to come forward and work through them. Instead of working through them, it's better to release them and not have them at all, so that you could be more focused on what you need to do, more positive, and speak to your people with the right language, because now those emotions aren't there. Those negative emotions cause a million thoughts to come into our mind, and that distracts us from doing the things that we need to do. So stop negative emotions. If you need help with that, connect with me below. I'm going to give you a how to get your company healthier out of this crisis, and it's a strategy session that I'll work with you to get to work in any of these areas or any other area that you want to work with. Connect with me below and fill out. I'm going to give you a little bit more details later. The third thing is work on who you are or who you need to be in order to go through this crisis. We do so much externally. We do so much of the what we need to do, but we do very little on the who I need to be. Who do I need to be today in order to be stronger, to be able to help my people, to be able to move my business forward, to get it stronger, to get it healthier? Who do I need to be? Who's that person that's required right now? That's what you need to work on. And in order to do that, you need to know where you're at right now. And not knowing where you're at is the biggest conflict that we have, because then we get lost and we try to come shooting from the hip and doing all these things that are not going to help us unless we focus on really what we need to work. The best way to do that is becoming the leader that you need to become today in order to handle everything that's coming your way, because it's changing on a daily basis. And once again, click below and take a session with me, the Getting Your Company Out of the Crisis Healthier and Stronger strategy session, where I'm going to be helping you get crystal clear on what is it that we need to do in order to get your company healthier and stronger today. See, we're going to get that done so that you feel more comfortable, you feel stronger, and then your mindset is going to be stronger and better. Second, we're going to remove the blocks, whether it be negative emotions or whatever else might be blocking you or hindering your progress. I'm going to discover it, because sometimes it's hidden, we don't even know what they are. We're going to break those blocks, and so that you can move forward, move faster with a stronger, healthier company. And third, you're going to leave this session motivated, you're going to leave energized and engaged to take action and do the things that you need to do in order to come out of this crisis in a stronger, more united, and with a healthier perspective about yourself and the people around you. So click below, fill out the form, and I'll send you out a calendar where we can get together. There are not a lot of sessions available. I have devoted some of my time when I'm not coaching, I'm devoting it to giving these free sessions to help you get through the crisis. So take advantage, and we'll talk soon.